heard about this place. A long time ago, there was a village here that disappeared during a festival. And people who get lost in the woods are called to the village. Do you think this is... What happened?
The ritual will begin soon.
Everyone's dead. Mia, no. Stay back. Run away. Fatal Frame II Butterfly Remake. Finally, we're one.
I can't even tell you how hyped I am. Like, I literally have no words for this. Like, Fatal Frame, so a bit of a history for those who are watching this and going, why are you reacting just a minute and 7-second trailer? Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly. Let's rewind the clock. When I started playing a lot of these retro titles, the first title was obviously Silent Hill. And then after that was the Resident Evil games and so on and so forth. And I played many retro games on stream, from Sci-Fi Filter to Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, Silent Hill 1 and 2, Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, Classic, and so on and so forth. But the one series that I had to take pause for a second, like, I've said this often on stream, but there are games that I let, like, if I enjoy a game so much, I let the game do the talking for me rather than me commentating on the game. And Fatal Frame was that series. Fatal Frame was that series. And to see Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly getting a remake, the hype is absolutely real. God, I hope this runs well. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if this is gonna be a port or if this is gonna be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be released on all fronts at the exact same time. Because it is also coming to console. Don't worry, and it's coming in early 2026. It will be very interesting to see if it comes around the time. I suspect it's probably gonna come around like March or April because Resident Evil Requiem comes out in February. That is if it doesn't get delayed, which it might. Who knows? I'm just spitballing here, but like, wow, and there's not much else to say. But let's other than the story of Fatal Frame, right? Why do I love Fatal Frame so much? You look at the you're literally looking at this. You're looking at this and you're thinking, okay, so it's Resident Evil with a camera. Boo-hoo. What's the difference, right? In my Silent Hill 1 podcast episode that's going to go out tomorrow, I talked about a quote that described that game, Silent Hill 1, limitations breathe creativity. And Silent Hill just did that. It created so much with its limitations. Now, when it came to Fatal Frame, yeah, you're seeing all the trademarks from Silent Hill, Resident Evil, the world weariness of the location, the puzzles, and just like, oh yeah, you have a camera for a gun instead. It's a magical camera. But what drives it home is just how damn well the horror aesthetics are for Fatal Frame 1 and 2. Now, Fatal Frame 1 was a little harder. It was a little rough around the edges, but Fatal Frame 2 just completely blew itself out of the water and just like, hey, this is absolute cinema shit right here. I really hope that this game does well enough that we get a remake of Fatal Frame 1 and 3. Because Fatal Frame deserves a lot of love. Fatal Frame absolutely deserves a lot of love. I often say that I have 3 favorite horror franchises in the retro category, and that is Silent Hill, Resident Evil, Fatal Frame. I haven't played the other Fatal Frame games yet, but the first 2 games alone was just such a unique experience. Yeah, obviously the controls are going to be a little rough, and yes, you have to upgrade your camera and stuff like that. But despite all that, it's just that incredible. It's just that incredible, and the story is very like when you realize what the story is about. And I'm not going to spoil it here. I'm not going to spoil it here. But when you realize what the story is all about, you realize you just have to take a sit back and go, man, they really made that back in the day. It's like, yeah, they really made that back in the day. And it's so great to see Fatal Frame uh make a comeback in such a big way by doing probably one of the, from what I've heard, the greatest of the Fatal Frame games in the PlayStation 2 era. Um so yeah, good luck to to Team Ninja and Koei Tecmo. God, I hope you guys don't screw it up.